We're gonna try and stick to this list as best as we can.
I feel like you like that one.
What? Why are none of the books I want here? Okay, we're having a little bit of an issue. A lot of the books that I wanted to grab today aren't here. Hi everyone, it's me. Welcome to today's video. I'm so excited. It is time to do my annual birthday book shopping spree trip thing. Day video, I don't know what to call it, but last year around my birthday I did a big book shopping video where I bought 10 books. So we're gonna do another book shopping trip today. I don't think I'm gonna buy 10 this time because last year at this time of the year my TBR wasn't as big. Like my physical TBR did not look like, you can't even see it on camera, but you know what my TBR looks like. It did not look like this last year, so I'm not gonna go like so overboard and buy 10 books because I also have a bunch of unopened book packages that we're also gonna be opening in this video. So I'm gonna try and stick with like 5 books today. I think that's gonna be the max. I'm not gonna let myself buy any more because I just need to read. I just need to read more and stop buying books. I also, when I went to that Onyx Storm midnight release party, Indigo gave me this 20% off thing and that expires like this week. So it's just perfect timing because I can use this now. I'm also a little bit nervous to film at this Indigo that I'm going to today because last time I tried to make a video at this Indigo, I got kicked out. Well, I didn't actually get kicked out, but I was just told very nicely by the employees to stop filming. So I'm a little scared and I never posted that video because I wasn't able to finish it, but hopefully we'll just like stay on the down low. We're going right at opening time, so hopefully it's not like very busy and so I could just like find a little corner and film in there, but we'll see what happens. If I get told to stop filming again, we'll just come back home and catch up. All right, let's go. I'm so curious about this one. Oh my gosh. So I do have a list on my phone. I made a note with the books I want to find today, just so I know if I came in without a list, I would get like just completely carried away. So we're gonna try and stick to this list as best as we can. I keep seeing Deep End. This is not actually on my list to purchase. I think I'm just gonna read this as an EPUB because I don't know if I need this as physical. I'm really intrigued at this one. I'm also really scared because I've heard it's like not my cup of tea, and some of the girls in my book club who like know my book taste are like, Jamie, you're gonna hate this book. But I'm so curious because it's an Allie Hazelwood and I can't stay away from her books, so I'll probably read that at one point, but I don't think I need to buy that in physical today. Last time I came here, because I want to finish the Magnolia Park series, I grabbed Into the Dark and I grabbed The Great Undoing, but there's one in between. There's Long Way Home, and I didn't grab it last time because I didn't have it, and they don't have it again this time, but it's on my list. Oh no. Why don't they have it? I need Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home. Why does this look like the cutest book ever, but it's like so spicy? But they make it look so cute and innocent. Because I want a book that looks like that, but I don't want to read this. You know what ACOTAR is?
This is Echo Math.
Which one's my favorite?
I feel like you like that one.
What?
No? There's so many to choose from.
You know what?
Crescent City?
What? Well, he doesn't know me at all, apparently. It's Echo War. Oh, are these the new Zodiac covers? I really did not like these books, or the one book I read, but I think these are the new covers. Fun. Okay, we're having a little bit of an issue because a lot of the books that were on my list that I wanted to grab today aren't here. So what am I gonna do? So I wanted to grab the King of Scars book. That is the beginning of like Nikolai's duology in the Grishaverse series, but this is all I'm seeing of Leigh Bardugo. Like just a couple copies of Ninth House and Hellbent and like nothing in the Grishaverse. Oh, unless they're all in the YA section. Maybe I have to go to the YA section to find them? I don't know, but like what's going on? Why are none of the books I want here? God, that's so pretty. Guys, I found The Long Way Home. So half of the series is up here, which confused me because I'm like, where's the rest of it? There it is. Yay. I found you, Leigh Bardugo. Welcome back. We are home. That was a really successful shopping trip. We stopped by Uniqlo because we were like at the mall and I needed more clothes because I was just like sick of everything that I owned. And I actually bought a lot of stuff there too today. So I just was on a full shopping spree. I did get this shirt while I was there and I got these new sweats because the ones that I have currently have all been just like ruined by my cat because they always like sit on my lap and like sit on my legs, and then like, you know, when they jump on they like claw in sometimes, you know, they just do what cats do. But yeah, all of my current like home sweats, loungewear, you've probably noticed in the videos, they're all like so pilly and stuff because of the cats literally taking holes out of all the clothing I own. But anyways, let's look at all the books I picked up. I also have a couple of packages that I've been saving up to open in this video too with you guys. So we're just gonna do a big book haul now. We'll start off with what I just got at Indigo. So I made a list. I wanted to buy 5 books, okay? And I made a list of 7 books, and that's where I went wrong because I should have just made a list of 5 books. So I ended up picking up 6 instead of 5, but okay, I had a gift card. Okay, and it's my birthday, so yeah. The first book I picked up The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. Oh, I hate that there's a sticker right on the title. Oh, I'm gonna have to figure out how to take that one off. Should we try now together? I think last time I tried to take a sticker off on camera, it worked out well. So let's see. Oh yeah, this one is like super easy to take off, thank goodness. There we go. Clean cover. This is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I have heard so many good things about this book. I feel like this is always on people's top books list, like top books ever. And everyone that I've seen on YouTube, on BookTube and everything that have like a very similar book taste to me have loved this book. So I think it's about time that I picked this one up. This one's like a fantasy. I've heard so much about it, but I've also tried to like not take in any information about this book because I kind of want to jump into this one blind. So all I know is that it's a fantasy. There's something to do with like a circus, and that's pretty much all I want to know about it. I also picked up Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna. I have been in the need for another Kristen Hanna book because I've read 4 from her. I read The Women, The Nightingale, The Great Alone, The Four Winds, and then so this is going to be my next Kristen Hanna that I read. I've heard really good things about this one as well, and this one's also been adapted into a Netflix series, which is interesting. I might check it out, but I'll definitely want to read the book first before I watch the show because that's just the order I tend to like to do things. But yeah, I'm really excited for this one. And while I was checking out, the like girl at the cash saw this one in my haul and she was like, oh, I've heard such good things about this book, and I'm like, got me really excited to read it. So Firefly Lane. I picked up The Prison Healer by Lynette Noni. This is another one that I've been hearing about so much. I feel like every single booktuber is currently reading the series or has just recently finished the series. This is definitely something that I want to get into. As you guys know, I am on a mission to finish off more series currently, but once I finish more, I can start new ones. And this one actually has a quote from Sarah J. Maas on the cover. Lynette Noni is a masterful storyteller, a must-read for any fantasy lover. So if Sarah J. Maas loves it, I'll probably love it because I love Sarah J. Maas. But yeah, this one's a YA fantasy. We follow 17-year-old Kiva, who is just like fighting for her life in a death prison. The Prison Healer. You guys saw this. I showed you guys while I was at Indigo, but I did end up finding The Long Way Home. So all is well. I can continue in the series. I just find it was so weird that like the series was split onto 2 different shelves. I feel like, I guess they had to do that because that's just how their stock of their current books fit, and they had to keep everything alphabetical in terms of like authors and stuff. So there was just like room at the bottom shelf on the left and then like continued back at the top. But that was just really confusing. I was like, why do they only have half the series? It's so confusing. But Huffy was smarter than me. He was like, oh, isn't it down there? Anyways, The Long Way Home, I can finally continue the series. Because yeah, I did get The Next Daisy Hates, and then I did get the Final Magnolia book. I'm so relieved that I found this one because that was like the one that was like, I need to get, because I have the other 2, like the next 2 in the series, and I need just this one more. So yeah, I was kind of sad when I couldn't find it at first. The 5th book I got was Jade War by Fonda Lee. So I read Jade City around the end of like last summer, around August, when I got like laid laid off is actually, that was the book I was reading when I got laid off. So fun times. A few traumatic memories with that one, but I did really like Jade City, even though I was reading it during a time of trauma. And I haven't picked up this second book yet, I think because I just, you know, I was in such a bad headspace when I was reading Jade City that I didn't feel like I wanted to like go back there. But I know the series, like I've heard it's so good and I really liked the first book, so I do want to continue. And if you don't know what this series is, it's like a crime mafia, but like set in like a Japanese inspired fantasy world. And it's really interesting. There's like a jade based magic system and the politics are like really interesting in it. So yeah, I'm gonna read this one. I also have heard that this series gets like even better as it goes on. So yeah, really excited. And then the last one that I picked up is King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. Again, I don't know what was happening with me today at the bookstore. I was just like unable to find any of the books that I wanted, and then Huffy found them for me. He was like, they're over there in the teen section. And I was like, maybe I online shop too much and I've lost the skill of how to find things in stores. But we did find the Leigh Bardugo section that was like the Grishaverse. And this is the first book in the King of Scars duology, which is part of the Grishaverse, and this one follows Nikolai's story. I am currently right now I'm currently reading the last book in Shadow and Bone, Rune and Rising, and Nikolai is literally my favorite character in that series. So the fact that he has his own duology, like I'm really excited to just read about Nikolai because I think he's hilarious. I love his character. King of Scars. So those are all the books I picked up by myself, but the other day I actually opened Huffy's birthday present to me early because I knew I was going on my big birthday book shopping trip today, and he had bought me some books for my birthday, and obviously I wanted to know what he bought me first, so like I didn't end up buying a bunch of duplicates of books, which was actually a good thing because he chose such good books, and there was like one in particular that I had on my note on my phone that I was going to buy today, and so it's a good thing I actually, you know, had the foresight to open his gift first before I went on and like bought a bunch of books for myself. He bought me 5 books. The first one is The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. So it does look like the next Brando Sando I read will be in the Stormlight Archives series. This book is it's so thick. But the funny thing is, it's like, it's really small. Like look at it beside a regular book. Like this is just a normal paperback book. It's not like a large book by any means. Look at it beside it. It's so mini, but then it's so thick. So it's just funny that like it could have like been a little taller or a little wider and then a little like thinner, but that's just the way this was printed. I think this style of book is called like mass market paperback or something like that. But yeah, this one, it's it's a little overwhelming. It's a little intimidating, but I have tackled long books before and I am excited to get into the series because so many people talk about it. Whoa! Is this a spoiler? Am I like, why am I flipping through this book? There are these cool little illustration things. I wonder what they mean. Rock buds, vine bud. Very interesting. I don't know what the heck that means, but I'm sure I will once I read this book. So, The Way of Kings. He also got me 28 Summers by Ellen Hilderbrand, which I'm definitely gonna save this book for a nice like summer outdoor read. I love, love, love Ellen Hilderbrand, especially in the summer. Her books always have the perfect vibes, like beachy island. They're all set in Nantucket. And I posted a picture of all these books in my Instagram story the other day when I like opened them. And one of you said I should be like emotionally prepared to read this one, so that made me even more excited because you guys know I love a book that makes me cry. Next up, he got me The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. I've been really, really excited to read this one. A lot of you have also told me that I need to try out TJ Klune, and this one is definitely his like most well-known book, so really super excited about this one. I've heard this one is just so cozy, and this one is a really cute addition with like a nice bright green sprayed edge, so it's got everything. He also got me, oh my god, he did so good with these book choices. Got me A Man Called Ove by Frederick Bachman. You guys know I have been wanting to read Frederick Bachman for the longest time. I finally am reading Beartown this month, so once I read that one, I'm sure I will love his writing because again, like I haven't heard like a single negative thing about Frederick Bachman's books, and I think he tends to write really emotional stories as well. I remember this one being adapted into a movie as well. I remember when that was sweeping awards season, but I never ended up watching the movie. So this is another one that I can read and then I can watch the movie. The last one that Huffy got me, this was the one that I was going to buy today, but he bought it for me first. Blood Over Bright Haven by M.L. Wang. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to read this one. I have heard amazing things. This is a dark academia fantasy that apparently will like really break you. And again, you guys know I love that in a book. So this is by M.L. Wang, who is the same author who wrote The Sword of Kaigen, which I also recently read and absolutely loved that book. The little marketing blurb on this book also said something like, for fans of V. Schwab, Leigh Bardugo, and Full Metal Alchemist, and I was like, was this book made for me? I'm absolutely excited about this one. I will definitely be reading this one this month. It's definitely jumping up to like the top of my TBR queue because I just really need to read this. So that's everything Huffy got me. He did so well with that, with those choices. And then I have 2 packages to open. So the first one is actually a pre-order. I know what's in here. I ordered it last year and the book just came out. It came out in January and I received this package in January, but I've been saving it to open it with you guys. I got I Am Not Jessica Chen by Anne Liang. A Song to Drown Rivers by her was like literally my top 3 books of last year and I can't stop talking about it, so I'm really excited about this one. I have been recently like going through her backlog of her YA romances, which is the genre that she has always written in before A Song to Drown Rivers. And while I love her YA romances, I really love A Song to Drown Rivers, especially because it just felt like it had a more serious, like mature tone. And I think this one is also going to have a more mature tone because this one is like a dark academia type of a story. I think it's going to be another like darker, more serious toned book, and I love Anne Liang's writing. I'm so excited to read this. The last package is my book of the month, which you guys know is a monthly occurrence. I have been using book of the month for, I don't know, a year and a half, close to 2 years maybe, and I love them so much. This video is not sponsored, by the way, but I got 4 books this month because I've mentioned this before, but if you guys use my referral link to book of the month, it actually gives me a free credit. So then it's basically like a really fun, easy way to gift me a book. So again, not sponsored. Anyone can have their own referral link if you're a member of Book of the Month, but if you use my referral link, I put it in all of my video descriptions. That's just an easy way of treating yourself by getting a book of the month for yourself and then also gifting me with something. And I always appreciate when you guys use my link, and a bunch of you used my link in December, so thank you so much. And so I was able to get 4 books this month, which is amazing. So the first one I got is actually another TJ Klune because I was already thinking of trying out TJ Klune, and one of the book selections for February was the new TJ Klune book called The Bones Beneath My Skin. This one I think is more of a, I think it's like darker or scarier, like it's kind of a thrillery mystery fantasy, which is really interesting because I know his other book, House in the Cerulean Sea, is more of a cozy fantasy. Our main character goes back to his family's summer cabin, so it's like a very woodsy, thrillery, magical book, and it's set in 1995, so that's kind of a fun era to be set in, but it looks really interesting. The other book I selected this month was First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. I read Love Light Farms by B.K. Borison like 2 Christmases ago, and I thought it was cute for Christmas romance, and then I tried to read another one in that series, In the Weeds, and I didn't love it as much, but I have heard really good things about this new release by her, so I decided to try it out. It also sounds really cute, the premise of it. So this one's like a very Valentine's-y book. The male main character is literally named Aiden Valentine, so it's so fitting that this book was released around Valentine's Day. Aiden Valentine hosts a romance hotline, like a radio hotline, and I think maybe like the main female character like calls the hotline for advice. I don't really know. This one is marketed as a Sleepless in Seattle inspired story, so I feel like this one's gonna be cute. I also love like radio podcasty things like in books. There's something about that like vibe that I really enjoy, so yeah, this one sounds really cute. First Time Caller. Oh, I'm so excited about this one. A Sea of Unspoken Things by Adrienne Young. This is one of my anticipated books for this year. This one is like one of her typical mystery, magical realism books. Definitely gonna be very moody and atmospheric. This is another one, I know a bit about it, like in terms of the plot. There's like twins and one of them passes away and it's this whole mystery, and that's kind of like all I want to know about it. I just want to like step into this moody atmosphere and enjoy this book. So I see you on Unspoken Things. And then the last one I got is One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. So I read Red, White, and Royal Blue a couple months ago. Was it a couple months ago or was it several months ago? I don't know, but I read it sometime last year and I thought it was really cute. I've heard some good things about this one. I think this one's a magical realism where like the entire romance takes place on the subway, but it's like kind of a magical realism situation. And yeah, I really liked Red, White, and Royal Blue, so I thought I'd give Casey McQuiston another try. But that is everything. I'm gonna try get these books on frame. These are the books, you can only see half of the stack, but these are the books that I have gotten today or in the past couple of days for my birthday. So there we have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a like and a comment. If you don't know what to comment down below, let me know out of these books, which one you'd be the most excited to see me read. If you like me, it is my birthday, so please subscribe as a gift to me. Do that bell thing, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!